Andrew Tate don't got locked up again, man.
Back up. Guys, back up.
And listen, I'm here to tell you, right? I don't understand what they have against the Tate brothers. But the one thing I can say is where is the evidence? Where is the proof? Where's the phone calls? Where's the text messages? Where's the receipts? I don't see none of that. And they stay getting arrested. They stay getting locked up. And if you ask me, they must got a hit out on them or something. Because if you think I'ma believe these guys, these brothers, they get locked up time and time again. Time and time again. They do interviews. They support the community. I feel like they do enough for where they're from, for that community. And guess how people treat them? They get locked up for rape charges. They get locked up for human trafficking. Listen, I'm going to tell you this. And this is going to be my first time ever disclosing this. I was talking to this girl, right? And this was right around the time they got locked up. Like the first time, I think. Right? So what happened was I was talking to this girl and we was talking one night, or I think I was working at the time. I was working at this fast food restaurant, and I remember I was texting her, right, and I went into the bathroom. I was still texting. I went out the bathroom, and I remember where I was standing when I sent it. So I sent it. I said, "Hey." When I went to the bathroom, I remember what I said. She was like, "Okay, Andrew Tate," or whatever. Cause I think I was trying to be smart or something like that, or I don't know I don't know what we were talking about, but somehow it turned back to that. And this is why you never talk about politics with women, because of this reason. Because I told her the same thing I'm telling y'all. I told her they haven't found proof. They haven't found evidence. How was he guilty? How was he a human trafficker? You know what she told me? She was like, "You're really supporting a human trafficker?" And that was like the last time we talked. We never talked after that. And I learned a valuable lesson that day. Don't ever talk politics with women. Don't ever talk politics with women. They don't understand it. They don't understand. They're so emotional and irrational. They don't even understand it. Okay? So the thing I'm trying to make The point I'm trying to get to you is, if you are put in a situation with no evidence, no receipts, and charges are being brought against you.
I think we should have 100 more Andrew Tates. Why wouldn't you want more Andrew Tates given that message?
I agree with you that we need more voices helping young men. I take issue with the packaging and the persona around it. It's going to backfire for a lot of these men down the road.
Okay, but anytime there's a huge gathering, there's always going to be things that backfire. Nothing's going to be perfect. You know that.
Sure. But it's also, we should call out the thing that's going to backfire, right? It's like, hey, no, that's a little bit too much, man. Like, let's step back.
But how can you call it out if there are men who are benefiting, if there are men who are changing their life, if there are men who were in horrible situations that have learned that men suffer, that men go through things? This is somebody who I can look to and borrow their energy and be able to take something positive from.
You can definitely benefit from somebody who is giving you good advice for bad reasons. If you're just have nothing, that good advice is going to lift you up and you're going to have something. The problem is the fact that the advice is given for bad reasons. Those bad reasons are going to eventually catch up with you. And so you're going to struggle to maintain relationships. You're going to struggle to build long-term community. You're going to struggle to relate and respect the world, right? You're going to hit a ceiling in terms of the value that you're able to create as a man if you see everything as adversarial all the time.
How would you feel? And when they did the interview, I watched it. They was angry.
This is disgusting. Disgusting. We have children. If you fools at DCOP who just came along and told us that the mothers of our children are somehow human trafficked. I'm not a human trafficker, clearly. If you human traffic someone, there is evidence. You know, all 30 of those girls, 30 of them, have statements in our defense. 30 saying we've done absolutely nothing wrong. 2 more are the mothers of our children, and 2 more have never even been to Romania. 3 prosecutors at DCOP in my house. I said, why are you here? There's no case. They said, there's a case if we make one. Fair play to that judge who saw through the bullshit and let us free.
They was angry, as they should. They was like irate because they're being sent to jail over false charges. And I'm not sitting up here saying I'm a Tate fan and I'm this and I'm that, but you know, it's kind of like it's a target, because if he was any other person, would he be going to jail as many times as he going to jail? Come on now. Do you really think he's going to go to jail 2 times, 1 time? No. Because he's famous, because he speaks his mind, and because he's all around, you know, everything guy. They're trying to railroad this man. Like I said, I'm not no Andrew Tate fan. I've seen the videos. I've seen the clips. I watched what he says. I don't agree with everything, but I'm just spreading the situation out there because I find it hard to believe that every time he gets picked up, there's no evidence. There's no actual evidence. There's no actual proof he did anything that they said he did. They never do. They never do. It's like O.J. Simpson. Where's the evidence that said he did it? Innocent until proven guilty, right?